Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Streeters Watching. My name is DJ Slim. Of course, this is the Loud Lounge. My next guest needs no introduction. And every time with me, I talk this thing, I proceed by giving you a long list of intro vibes. This one, I will keep them short and simple, but he is 2010. In fact, 2010 Foresight Music Video Awards. Nominated for the Best Special Effects Video of the Year. In 2011, the same person, Foresight Music Video Awards. This is like a year apart. Make her continue. Best Hip Hop Video of the Year. Best Special Effects Video of the Year. That same year. Best Producer of the Year, Ghana Music Awards. Listen, Best Producer of the Year at Gamma in 2019. I beg, if you're a trotro driver, taxi driver, we can't card where you drive. Yeah, I know they care if you be a patrol car. Put your phone down, put the hands in the air, show some love to the one and only where your boy beats. Listen, I can go ahead and tell you about some of the songs that he's produced. That I can talk about his hits, songs, and records. I just wanted to keep it short today because Charlie, the info chow, bro. This is the first generation of Skeleons that we are talking about. Yo, we are talking about Shao Kahn, the Ma era. We are talking about Precept Boys, the Ma swag and things. Charlie, put your hands together again for Boje. Put your hands together again for Boje, man. Ha! Yo, but it's crazy. Boje, thanks for honoring my invitation.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
This is the very first time, right? I'm having a sit down with you. And this is like the core of, or the transforming point for Ghana music, especially with respect to hip hop in the second generation. And I'm saying the second generation because
you're right.
I'll put the Reggie, Rockstone era as the first generation, but this is like the second generation that made it so cool for, some of us, because I was a fan before even getting into the media. Ooh. Yeah, I was a fan.
That was good.
This is 2006, 2007 era. Charlie, boys, Charlie will go Unifresh. Charlie
right after SHS.
Yeah, right after SHS. Charlie, you go Unifresh. Charlie, people want to know who you're listening to. You need to be cool.
You know that?
How did it start for you, like with respect to music and also the Skelion's era?
It started like, it's all about you listening to music home, and what you listen at home is quite different from what you hear outside. Mm-hmm. I used to listen to Atlantis radio when I was a kid.
Oh shit!
That's the only time I could hear foreign music. Mm-hmm. But my daddy himself was playing country music and strictly hip hop and pop music.
Okay.
But when I turn on to radio, it's more with a jammer and all, these stuff. And we had one station, I think Groove FM with Woodman. Yeah. He had a hip hop and Vibe FM. Yeah. So I was like, no, we can turn the Ghanaian music into a collaboration of the Western world. Reggie Rockstone was already doing it, but I was thinking about more of the vernacular being rest assured and English, meeting Pidgin and all that. So I started with Jay. So when I got to Skeleion, we started recording our own songs. He was an Adenta. Mm-hmm. So that's where it all began. It's like we loved hip hop, but the population of hip hop was, just a few people. Everybody was like Jama and all that. Yeah. And I believe one day there's going to be a merge. Mm-hmm. And that's where we had with Afro music and Afro hip hop now.
So who influenced you? I mean, your biggest influence when it comes to hip hop music?
Honestly, outside it was Dr. Dre and Timbaland with the beats. You have to drive the energy. So I could feel some Afro vibe and African vibe with Timbaland with the drums. So I felt like it could call me to hip hop. Mm-hmm. So that was the junction.
Okay.
So that was the first inspiration. And on a Bravos album, there's a guy called Cy Lover.
Oh.
So when I heard his rap, I was really motivated. Like, honestly, he was one that motivated me to start doing hip hop in Ghana because I wanted to get out of the country and face the world. But I was like, no, we can do it with African instruments and all that. So that was a Bravos album, Timbaland, Dr. Dre. Then we came up with the Skeleion thing.
So with respect to Skeleons, right? The formation days or formation times of Skeleion, whose idea was it? Like, something, make we scout for boys, or then you be group of boys with them, you just they hang out on a regular, and then you feel that you had a talent, or that.
Paul Donko, that's Jay. So he was my senior. And he was a visual art student. And the Skeleion was an art form, wasn't music.
Okay.
It was him and his friend called TQ. They started the Skeleion, but he's a rapper. So when I met him and we started the group, it was me and him and TQ. TQ started first. He's in Italy now. So that was when it was called Skeleioniers. Instead of being millionaires, it's like guys with skills in millions. So Skeleioniers. So that is where it started, with J Soul. Then he felt like it's got to be a movement. Shatawale is Shatawale because you couldn't do it alone.
Yeah.
You got to create a fan base. If you are coming with a new movement, you got to move with people, like the Charlie Monfongs back then. So there were a lot of battle happening in town with rap music, with Charlie Monks and all that. We're like, let's get more people. So that's when we started getting J-Town, EL, Frank P, myself, and a whole lot of guys who are now out of the country.
So school me a little bit on which one came first? Was it Charlie Monfong or Skeleioniers?
Charlie Monfong was existing before we came.
Okay.
Those guys were dangerous. Like they could rap like 10 hours straight.
Wow.
Yes. But I felt like they were more into the Shaolin era. They were more into martial arts, into hip hop.
The Wu-Tang type.
Yes, the Wu-Tang style. Okay. And we were more into the New York vibe and, the Dipset, G-Unit stuff. So it was like the motivation was from them. They were our seniors.
Okay.
I remember one day we met them at St. Mary's. It was a great battle. And like there were like 20 people and we're just 5 Skeleions. I had to battle everybody before. And it got to a last guy, Shocker. The way the guy was even moving up and down, I was like, hey, this guy would have taken 10 personal. So I told you, so I'm buying some ice cream. And we were kids, we were like 19, 20. I'm buying some. I never came back to the States because that guy was, I don't know whether we're holding cutlasses and all that, because their hip hop is more violent.
Okay.
But we got a boss.
Okay.
And we actually serious with what we say. So I was like, maybe he's serious with what he says too. So they were our seniors and they were taking it serious. So at that time, it was really a bout, you know what I'm saying? But they were our seniors.
Who started recording when it comes to Skeleions? Who started recording first?
Okay, I was recording at DJ Snoop. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
In
used to be at YFM.
Yes, before YFM, he was at St. Teresa's School.
Yeah.
I used to record. I was in Northridge Lyceum. Yeah. That was my JSS.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Presec. So I started recording there. Then one day I told Jay, so let's go there. Jay was like, no, my mom said I should be in the school. Jay was my senior. Oh, yes.
Well, you won't drag him out of the school?
Yes, I was in Form 1. He was in Form 2. I was like, no, I don't want to do any break bounce and all that. So I took him out and that was our first recording.
Okay.
And now Jay after school started setting up in the studio.
Okay.
And he was the one doing the first official recording for the Skeleions.
Okay.
But before then, we had our demo tapes outside there with DJ Snoop.
I heard you people started selling demo tapes way early, like.
Oh yeah, we had our T-shirts on.
Yeah,
and it was so much of enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? Had our cassette, CDs.
Yeah.
The cassette are for Red Rock Stones. We had our CDs, the Skeleion mixtapes, with EL with his Peugeot car. Me myself in my red car. You move around whole of Adenta.
And you were selling.
All the girls in Achimota were buying our CDs. All the boys in GIS, Lincoln, and it was physical. Today is a new world.
You are seeing money in real time.
Oh yeah, real time. If you sleep, no money, man. You can't be at home and saying I'm streaming my music. No, it don't happen no more that way.
Wow.
It don't happen like that back then. You have to be out there in the sun to make. You know how it is. Like Eminem had no money in his wallet, so he had to go out there and put his music out there, and he found Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
So that's how it was. This 2006, 7.
Okay. Later on, we heard of Ebuzu.
Yeah, Ebuzu.
What was that about?
That was his studio.
So Ebuzu was the studio.
Yeah, like how you have a studio here. Yes.
Okay. And Skeleions recorded at Ebuzu.
Perfect. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then we had the second generation of.
Yes, that's where you have Joe B, Lil Shaker, and the likes of
Padlock and all that.
Padlock, yeah. And the three-headed beast.
Black Heaven Beats.
Yes.
So whose idea was it to have like generations of Skeleons? Whose idea was that?
That was J Soul. We're just trying to meet the world. I think that's why we have Afrobeat now. I don't think Nigeria has that power.
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria have the power with the natives.
Mm-hmm.
They are more into the African vibe. Of course, we have our high life and everything, but I think the combination of hip hop and high life came from hip life in Ghana, and that's it.
That's it.
And it's now serving the whole Africa, and it's now Afrobeat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you remember back then VIP, Hong Kong, their beats were all hip hop beats.
Yeah.
You understand? Or we have Nigerian songs that were like R&B, fine, that was good, but with a hip hop combination, it's actually from Ghana.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not saying that there were no hip hop songs in African countries, but
don't drag you though.
Yeah, you know, no, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like we really, really put hip life on the map as a category of music.
Yeah.
Other people were just doing hip hop songs in other countries, but they never said this is the name. They called it hip hop, but we called it hip life.
Yeah.
So that category was what
we defined it.
Yes.
Okay.
So that category is what we as hip hop artists found the instruments, messed with it, put other artists on it. We got a sim, 2003, 4, 5, 6. Moving on to another artist that looks like a foreign artist, but at the same time, Ghanaian vibe. So gradually, that's why we're here now. And then Nigeria is now in the scene because they have a bigger industry.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing Thames.
And they have numbers to back it.
Most definitely, that too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Borjay is up in the building. We're having this wonderful conversation. In fact, we are just moving slowly into it, step by step. Talking about the Skeleion's era and everything, because I still remember this like yesterday, bro. Queen Saw, Katanga, back in the days. You have to have a friend. It was a must. It was like a starter pack. If you want to belong, you need a friend who Charlie will speak the pidgin, number one. Number two, you need 1 or 2 Skeleion songs on your PC.
To be updated, to be what's up.
You have it's a starter pack. You need that. As a guy, Charlie, if you won't go the party song, you will have all these things.
Gotta get it.
But looking back at the impact that Skeleion's made in Ghana's music history, do you think you guys have been appreciated enough?
We have been appreciated with our works, but in terms of endorsements and awards, we haven't. I always say we don't have a system that really looks at that. We need academies like the Grammys. Even though it's Africa and it's Ghana, we have our awards and all that. But, having honorary awards are very important. And it's not just artists. You got to deal with the artist himself, the engineers, the people who write the songs and all that. And I don't think we had enough of that. Because J Soul was the one engineering behind Sarkodie. I was engineering behind Kwao Kese and Guru and likes of others, and it wasn't like we're just joking around. We're trying to take the Ghanaian music to the hip hop world, in a collaboration. So I don't think we've been honored enough. I never heard J Soul name mentioned in any award like honorary award, but these are the people behind your stars. We played beats and big works for your big stars that you call today.
But okay, so one of the biggest songs that I think you ever produced has to be La Paz Toyota, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you made some good cash out of that.
Oh, a whole lot of cash, man.
Still, that's over.
Yeah, every engineer or a producer have a song that you got to spark up the limelight with, and I think that was a song. Because I was trying to get a funky vibe and all that, so I really cashed out from that song. Yeah.
So you created it on your own and you sent the beat to Guru, or he?
No, Guru was in the studio. He actually had a call in the studio, and he said, "Me the kind of been out." I was talking to a friend, and I was like, "Let's use that for a hook." And I was like, "No, I came to do hip hop." I said, "Listen, hip hop is good, but you got to let the people of your country understand that. Meet me here. Let me meet you there."
Okay.
So it was actually an argument. Like he wanted to just do a hip hop. He came to me for another hip hop song. I was like, "Listen, Masa, the hip hop song is good, but just do something commercial." And actually, I had a meeting with Inshona Music and a couple of producers that we wanted to come with something that's going to be a dance,
Okay.
At the same time, EL Studio, we had Sarkodie going there. So I gave one of my speakers to Inshona. He had a beat that was going bing, 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 bing. That was the You Go Kill Me.
You Go Kill Me.
So around the same time he was producing You Go Kill Me, I was producing La Paz Toyota.
Oh,
but the whole industry was more like these kind of jama and very deep hip life. Apart from Richie, that was doing a little bit of hip hop, supporting the hip hop game. Yeah. So around that time, he was in EL studio, that's in Shona, recording Sako there, and I was recording Guru.
Okay.
So we were trying to have that funky vibe to the rappers in Ghana.
Okay.
That is why the song was big in London. Like both songs were big in London.
Now, I have two questions with this one. There was a convo about producers being intentional about putting in traditional instruments, Ghanaian traditional instruments into our music production for us to sell the image of Ghana better.
Yes.
That is one of the things that I got from what you just said, because like
it was
you
necessary.
and Shona having that conversation.
It was necessary.
You were intentional about it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure El, with some of the productions that you also handled.
Oh yeah. I was with El in the car. I was like, listen, let's start rapping in Pidgin. El was like, Masa, they go rap for Pidgin inside. This people then go see you local. And I was like, listen, let's rap in Pidgin. So I did a song called Charlie. Charlie, be easy. Someday we go make them. It's like #1 on the Universe radio for like a whole year because that was the only hip hop song with a Pidgin vibe. Then EO was like, I will try that thing. I didn't see EO for like 2 years.
Okay.
Because I was producing, he was producing. But I knew he was doing hip hop just like me. And we are producing for the hip life cats.
Okay.
So we spoke about this Pidgin thing. I didn't hear from EL again. The next year, but then Joe Boom, and I said, yes, you're now talking.
Joe Boom on
and I said, look at all the bars you are rapping. When we go to New York, they're going to give you the fans. But in Ghana, the boys don't have time for that deep rap. So I was very, very glad that he was really doing the Pidgin thing.
But with respect to hip hop artists, most of them are like, Charlie, we know they like this Azon 210. Charlie, they make we look some way.
Like the Yonky vibe?
No, not even the Azon, that bouncy beat type, you know.
Yeah.
People are like, most of the real hip hop heads don't really connect to that.
Yeah, but D Black was once telling me a long time ago, was like, do what the people want, do what the masses want. And the masses are all about local vibe. They are all about the drums. They want to hear the sounds of Africa. They are from here. So they want to hear the groove of Afro steps. So that is no matter how D Black dresses or outfit like a Ice Cube or whatever, he's still going to drop Vera.
L in one of the songs was like, I had to sell out before selling.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
it was definitely.
Do you feel that as a hip hop artist, like real hip hop artist, if you are to venture into another territory, experiment with a different sound, do you feel you're selling out?
No, I don't think I'll be selling out doing that. I just need to leave some footsteps of hip hop in whatever I'm doing.
Okay.
And it's art, I could just do something else. I don't think it's selling out, but I think it's selling out if you're doing it for a long time.
Okay, so how long is long time?
It's like Mike Tyson trying to be in the ring for like 5 years and the next year he's doing golf. Next 2 years still doing golf. Next 3 years still doing golf. Nigga, you're selling out.
Okay.
You're selling out. Okay. So if EL does like a couple of Afro beat songs, whilst he's a strictly hip hop guy, he's not actually selling out because he's going to put the elements of hip hop in it.
Even in that.
In some of his songs. Okay. Kalu, you have some bass rhymes over there.
Yeah.
So it's actually not selling out. Okay. But when they started doing the antimatter, I was like, hey, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, EL, man? What you doing, man?
Then Coco.
It's a beautiful song, but that's not you.
Then Coco will follow.
Yes. But he's very talented. So he actually got back to the hip hop again.
Okay.
So actually that's not selling out, but it looked like he was about to sell out.
Okay. So do you feel in the theory that is running around these days that we are getting into a world where genres are mixing? Like we're about to enter into a genreless world.
Yes.
Do you believe in that theory? Because most of the artists that I talk to these days are like, I be artist. I no be Afrobeat. I no be high life. I no be hip hop. I be artist. Do you believe we're entering into that phase?
Oh yeah, we have. Because of the internet and social media. Like we have different countries. We can have Brazil doing their own kind of music. You have soca from another country. But when it becomes a big world, it's like we are all in the room now.
Yeah.
Okay, we are Jama, we are high life. Hey, we are pop music, we are jazz. So now, okay, now let's fuse ourselves.
Okay.
So because it's now in the internet, everything is more like, we got to get new names. That's why we have Afrobeat.
Okay.
Afrobeat is African music with some hip hop and R&B vibe.
Okay.
You know, merging, fusing is
Okay.
going to happen, and it's still happening. It was happening back in the days, but it's music, it's art. And the main reason why we have journalists is just to award people. If it wasn't about awards, we're not gonna have just any journalist. We're gonna be like, okay, this is the best musician in the world. You understand? So we try to program the whole world with kind of music
Categories.
Yes,
too.
categories. Even in high life, we have types of high life.
Yeah.
You know, but when we come to Ghana, we just say high life. It's just the same as jazz music. We have types of jazz music. We have the lo-fi jazz music, and we have the hype jazz music. So it's non-stop.
Okay.
You know,
I like this one.
It's like it's more like a paradigm of maze of kind of music. But to break things down, when you go to the Grammys, you say the best hip hop song of the year,
best R&B.
Yes.
Best.
No matter the year, whether you are bringing drill music, there's nothing like drill music of the year. You know, it's all under an umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah. So these little genres are what you're talking about, and it's just because we are becoming a one whole new world.
Okay.
Through social media and technology.
Talking about music genres, most entertainment pundits on TV and radio, they feel that Ghanaians lost touch, and we lost touch of our inner being, and we decided to let high life as a music brand or genre die off one way or the other, because they feel that was like the true sound of Ghana.
Yeah.
Somehow the view that we need to have high life being a bigger umbrella or bigger music genre.
Yeah.
And therefore, if you rap and sing, you can call yours hip life. And then we categorize any other form of music under these two umbrellas. Do you agree to that?
Yeah, I think I agree. Come again with the question, because
so
you're really
high life
itself
is the high life itself should be the bigger umbrella
representing Ghana.
So our sound should be, anything coming from Ghana should be high life.
Even if it's dancehall.
Even if it has dancehall vibes, once you are doing
from the high life country.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they believe, because with respect to the Nigerians, they are saying everybody's Afrobeat, right?
Yes.
I mean, we can have Odumodu doing his rap thing in there, and then Charlie the Nick still call him
Afrobeat.
Afrobeat.
Yeah.
We have this guy, the guy who did the Czech song. His song is still under the umbrella of Afrobeat. So they have rappers there, they have singers there, but every sound coming from Nigeria is now under Afrobeat. And they believe if we have a focal point, it's best for us to sell our music. And we have yes. So they are saying that high life can be the bigger umbrella. And therefore, if you're rapping, you can call yours, hip life. I mean, that's defined by Reggie Rockston. And I'm asking you, do you agree? Does it make sense?
It doesn't make sense. Whoever said that, I need to meet a person, doesn't make sense. High life is high life. You have the definition of high life. Okay. High life is a clave. Go. That's high life.
Okay.
He moved all the way to Mali, went back in the 70s to Nigeria. Fella came here to understand the steps of high life. Nigeria have a half step. That's Nigeria. That's where the shoki and all is coming from. So high life, it's something from Ghana. Yeah. And also we have high life in Mali.
Yeah.
I think there's a migration in and out.
Yeah.
Nigerians don't have high life.
Okay.
But they learned high life. Okay. It was Afro beats with an S back in the days in Nigeria. Right now the Afrobeat we have is just an Afrobeat with our S. So the representation of Ghana as high life has a definition. If Sitawale comes with a dancehall song, that is not high life. He's a dancehall king.
Okay.
We are not supposed to be tied up, like I'm from Togo, so I'm supposed to be doing Francophone music. No. You can do hip hop in Togo.
Okay.
But what we are known for in Ghana is high life.
Okay.
That was our originality. So doing anything else around high life is just an artist deciding to do country music. For over 100 or 110 years, country music in Texas is still having the same sound. You just have to be a little bit fusing. Lil Nas has a country vibe and all that, but you can still tell this country sound in it.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that you are still doing country music in 2024, 25, and you are sounding like dancehall. It's not country music. There's a definition for country music. So the definition for high life in
Let's
Ghana.
stick to that.
Yes, let's stick to it.
For marketing purposes, what do you think can be done for us to get our sound out there? If somebody finds himself in Ghana, the person is doing hip hop, the person is a drill artist, R&B, how do we get that focal point for marketing purposes?
You see Black Sherry's song, the first sermon.
Yeah.
I can call it high life.
Okay.
But it's mixed with a drill beat because I could hear high life guitar in it.
Yeah.
So we are thinking high life is all about from the 90s all the way going back to 80s. No. We Ghanaians are supposed to upgrade high life.
Okay.
We are not upgrading it. So anytime they say high life, Konimo, Daddy Lumba.
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
Okay.
It's a big lie.
Okay.
Because the sound of high life, the guitar have to be upgraded. Wuta. That's high life.
Yeah, it does.
But it's more modern.
Okay.
So in the same way that we have Thames from Nigeria, we have stars from Nigeria doing something R&B-ish with their African tone in it. People in South Africa doing amapiano with their soul keyboards in it. It is still their amapiano. In the next 100 years, amapiano, the sound will change.
Okay.
The sound
but we are not upgrading now.
Yes. In the next 20 years, we are all still going to be doing the same high life with the old tone of high life tones. Even though we have to hear the sound, high life, the guitar plays a melody.
Okay.
With R&B, the guitar mostly plays a chord. With high life, when the melody is playing, dun, 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 that's high life.
Yeah.
So there's a way we can change the tone of that, and it's still going to be high life, and it's going to be upgraded. All we need is an upgrade to cut it short.
Okay.
We have an upgrade of reggae. Reggae is still reggae today.
Okay, so one of the conversations that most of the young artists that I meet we have is acceptance of any form of alteration that they make to the sound, and it being accepted by the pioneers.
Yeah,
because most of the time, we all did this country inside. We go, yes, this artist, they do like veteran artists who smack some young G who is trying to still push the high life agenda. It was like, oh, this boy, they do high life.
Yeah.
I don't even need to mention names, but I'm sure you've heard a couple of them. They are saying that, that doesn't really sit well with them. The encouragement level, Charlie, they really dampen the spirit and all that. But from what you're saying, what I can deduce is if we're able to push the sound to the next level, we can still call it the same high life.
Oh, yes.
And that will still have the same impact, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So a typical artist like Kwame Eugene.
Yes.
Do you feel he's in the high life?
He's doing the right thing. Kwame Eugene is really saving high life. He's really saving high life, but he's not saying high life.
He's saving high life, but not saying high life.
Oh, yes. Kwame Eugene is really saving high life because I hear the high life tones in his music. Even his singing, I can hear some Kojenji tones, not the voice.
Yeah.
That is for the other high life singer. What's his name? Akwabwa.
Okay.
Yes. But Kwame Eugene is really saving high life, the sound of Ghana, but he's not saying it.
Okay.
They all say this is Afrobeat. I feel Afrobeat is just for the whole Africa. The word Afro is from Africa. So this what we Africans are giving to you. But when it comes to high life, I think he's saving high life, but he's actually not promoting high life.
So do you think it's time, should Ghanaians tap into the Afrobeat vibe and cash in during the season?
Ghanaians are doing Afrobeat. And Kwame Eugene is doing Afrobeat already. Okay. The reason, I think, I'm not Kwame Eugene, but I think the reason why he's not saying high life is that nobody will support him. If Burna Boy is going to say, okay, Kwame Eugene, let's go, high life. Sakode, let's start saying high life. In the next 4 or 5 days, the whole world will know high life.
So do we think we don't have a united front to champion that idea or that?
Nowadays, what we are all expecting is when something's trending. When it trends, Afrobeat was not like intentionally programmed. It was like a trend, Afrobeat. And the name is nice.
Yeah.
So the trend is everywhere. Before Amapiano, we had some other sounds from South Africa. They couldn't trend.
Yeah.
So as Amapiano has gotten it, everybody wants to do it. So a trend is something that we don't have control over. It's more like it's a dynasty world. It's a world of you can't choose what's going to happen. We can be there tomorrow, then Jama will blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
then everybody wants to now hop
so
on it.
Kwame Eugene or Kiddy is not going to say high life because he or she, whoever the artist is, whether it's Sefa or Wendy, knows that high life is not the talk of town.
Okay.
But at the same time, knows that high life is great music. So they are waiting for a day that high life will.
So how do you imagine? How do we, knowing perfectly that we have a product as solid as high life, right? A sound as rich as high life.
Yes.
And we're still not being able to push it to the next level. Whose duty is it?
It's the artist.
It's the artist's duty.
Yes, the artist. Because Shatawale, somebody was doing dancehall, and dancehall was a little bit weak after some time. When Shatawale came in the team, he was like, dancehall okay, you know? So he was pushing dancehall in Ghana.
Okay.
So when the big artists, Alkalines and rest come to Ghana,
they are looking for who is in that category.
So what do you represent? You gotta say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have Boji up in the building. Street is watching. We're here on the lounge.
The street is watching.
Yes, streets in a shape beer with the watch I'm clear with one kulu eyes. Now talking about trends, there's this also thing with respect to music promotion, and you've been around for a minute. I mean, you've seen everything. You've seen how to promote the music on grounds. You've seen how to move units, like real units of
events. You know,
you've done everything, and things have changed with the emergence of inclusion of social media and all, these gadgets that can make you see things happening in Korea in real time, things happening in Japan. You can see them in real time and all that. There's also been, it has affected our music industry one way or the other, talking about how music promotion is done.
Perfectly.
Back in the days, you need to be connected to a radio station. You need some DJ friend.
It still happens.
It's still happening, but now, okay. So I'm talking on my level, right? As somebody who's on radio, as still a radio.
You're most definitely, yeah.
The level of engagement that we have with artists, right? With respect to music promotion, and most of the time, these artists will reach out and Charlie, I want you to help me with promoting the song. And I'm like, cool, mama day for you. Yeah, we could move. But then Charlie, you don't know this person for TikTok. I won't reach out to him to help with the, there's also that thing, that element that has been a part of it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, influencers, people who
no doubt.
Yeah, your take on that, because I really want to understand how an artist like yourself, you've seen everything. Is this something that needs to be encouraged? Because the larger conversation will be, Charlie, because of trends and all that, it has made music, the shelf life of music very, very short. Because, I mean, one dance challenge after the other. And Charlie, the moment your dance challenge move away, they go with the song. How do you feel about that?
We have, this is actually the reason why I want to get on your show. People are getting confused with the power of traditional media versus TikTok and Instagram and social media. Social media and it today is the greatest tool.
Okay.
At the same time, it's the best place with the highest traffic.
Yes.
But when it comes to radio, everything is programmed. These are the people that run the December shows, the Tidal Raves, the Vodafone X, and all that. When you're sabotaged, that's the end of you.
Yes.
It doesn't even matter if you're big on TikTok.
No. If you clip you one time.
TikTok is so important, but this is what I want to tell artists. You got to check out the traditional media, because radio is what holds all events this December, and Vows Day, whatever. They run it. TikTok don't run events.
Okay.
Now, when you blow on TikTok, looking at the algorithm, we watch all these datas. We have levels of trends.
Okay.
We have 100% trend. You can get into the shows. For example, we can have Kim Paluta. I have like 6 different commercials I'll be working this December for Kim. That guy's building mansions this December.
Hard.
Because he's big on TikTok and he's working on traditional media as well. He's doing radio tours. He's been on TV. I think you see him on TV.
Yeah.
He's not just blowing on TikTok and sleeping. It's a whole job. It's a whole effort you need to take. So I'm telling artists, when you produce a song and you're ready and you have your team of TikTokers, don't leave the radio and TV. It's still Fox Night. It's still Fox FM in New York City. You know, it's still the Steve Harvey show. You got to be there to put yourself out there. Kanye West and all that, they go on CNN to put themselves out there. TikTok is just a chance for you to just blow up. But you can trend on the 20%. That is why we have people that just blow up for 2 weeks and they are gone. Mm-hmm. They are not on any show. They are just happy with no money in their pockets.
Okay.
So actually on TikTok, the ones that are making money are the influencers.
Not the artists.
They're making no dime. So we can have two artists like on TikTok. Let's say we have Kim Paluta on TikTok. We can have another artist, let's say unknown artist. Mm-hmm. Two of them are blowing. Mm-hmm. But Kim Paluta has crossed the threshold of understanding that he has to enter the media now. So when he does a tour with the media, he now have them on his back. Mm-hmm. So it's more like a presenters and TikTok influence challenge. Okay. And these presenters, these are the ones that do the commercials for the events.
Yes.
You understand? So unless you don't want to talk about events and talk about streams, you're curating. With that one, you can get your money from Spotify, your returns and all that. Okay. But when it comes to the business, TikTok gives you the trend, but I'm telling you, we have gears of trend. We have first gear trend, second gear trend. You have to cross the fifth gear trend, then I can get into the events. That's where the money is.
Okay. If you're talking about fifth gear trend, what exactly do we see?
That'd be super trending.
Okay.
I'm not talking about 1 week trend on Twitter. No, that we don't need that. Okay. I will not pick you up, put you on my show. I want you to be the talk of town. Mm-hmm. And I don't want you to be the talk of town for 2 weeks. No. You got to be the talk of town for like a month. Mm-hmm. Then now you cross the threshold. Okay. These are the measures the panels of event managers look at. So they can pick Black Sherry for a show. Mm-hmm. You see the title rave?
Yeah.
Look at the artist, the list. Yeah. These people are trending. Terminator with King Promise. Mm-hmm. He didn't come to TikTok to come and blow for 1 week and vanish like an upcoming artist who just paid $20,000 for TikTok. No. So what I want to tell this upcoming artist is that it's true. You got to get money and put yourself out there. Mm. But it's only God that can tell if you're really going to trend on the fifth gear. Mm. If you're going to trend for your friends to see and you have some maybe 1 million views, that's not going to give you money. Mm. You have to do a radio tour. Mm. Because when you do a radio tour, you're going to get people from other country, other regions who are not even on TikTok.
Who don't have access to
it. Yes, and these are the people that pay to watch your show. Mm. TikTokers are not going to pay to watch your show. I mean, those who view TikTok, they're only going to give you views. Mm. You see? So you need to get a lot of views and so much lot of views that now Mark Brown will be like, yeah, I'm Kim Paluta, Bola will be like, that guy is trending too much on TikTok. Let's put him on the Easter show.
Okay.
You see? So if you really want to get into the business, you need someone to really push you, or by the grace of God.
Budget is dropping gems, Charlie. Artists, they don't go interview these days.
Oh yeah, so you know,
and I'm sure you've heard.
I think the only people that can come on TV and brag are the influencers, and we respect them for that because the influencers are the ones making the money. Mm. They can shut the industry down because when you're promoting your music and you don't see the influencers on TikTok, that's a fact because TikTok is open to all creatives. So if you're not going to pay them, you might not blow up. Mm. But on the other hand, if you blow up and you are not being embraced by the media, the traditional media, that's TV and radio, the TikTok influencers are going to make your money and you're going to be home crying. You are everywhere and nobody's calling for a show because a TikTok influencer is not an event organizer.
And they can make good use of even your sound as well.
The only reason and the only way you can make money is through events and curating and libraries.
Yes.
You understand? So with your money returns on Spotify and iTunes or whatever, TuneCore, whatever, that is good. That's 20%. But the main deal is the event.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boje is up in the building. Charlie, we're getting into it. And then for all the rappers out there, just so you know, 2025 is a rap season. We're getting back to rap. Because for Boje there, Charlie, if you would decide say you know go rap again, go bore you people. Yeah. All you rappers, get back. You people will go singing, get back. It's time, 2025. It's time for you to go.
No doubt.
Come back and let's start rapping. But with rap music, I'm sure you have a handful of artists that you've seen. I'm talking about the new cats.
Course,
the new cats, a handful of artists that you've seen and you appreciate their craft. So I'm going to mention names and let me know how you feel about them. Okay, so let me talk about Amrado. let me put in Amrado right now. Not new, but Amrado. How do you feel about him?
Amrado's part of the new people. At the same time, coming from the old.
Yeah.
That guy is smart. What I like about him is I had him rapping like the best rapper and all that. I'm like, wow. Then I just see him doing some driver bands, that kind of music. I'm like, this guy, he knows the system. So he's an artist that you need a feature with someone like, what's his name? The guy with this Shakiti Bobo, what was his name?
Celebobo.
No, from Nigeria. Olamide.
Okay.
You need someone like Olamide because Olamide is more like the local vibe. At the same time, he can switch to the hip hop. That is Amrado here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, collaboration with him like that can take him to the next level.
Okay.
Amrado now, with the style he's doing, he doesn't need too much of a foreign vibe. Even though he can do it, what he's trying to draw is more of the local vibe and hip hop.
Okay.
So when he's gonna get a collaboration, I think you should go for someone like Olamide.
B-Strap.
B-Strap. I heard his music once. I think he's on the right path. He's on the right path. I think he's got some good future. Yeah. He's got a new school vibe, and I think.
Let me add Asaka Boys as a collective. And then you can single out some of the guys in there like J Bad. We can talk about O Kenneth. We can talk about City Boy and all that. Any of them that you want to pick.
That guy with that voice. That guy is good.
Yeah.
That guy is good. But, sometimes I feel like Yao Talk was supposed to pair with him to go that further. I'm not hearing from Yao Talk that much. I think he should go back to that guy and do collaboration with him. I don't know if they're working.
Beefing.
They're on beef. I wasn't in Ghana, so I don't know what happened. Sorry. Yao Talk got to release. That guy is big in London. J Bad is big in London. So I think
beefing though.
No, they gotta put himself together is better.
Okay.
They gotta use the broom strategy.
Okay.
Together it's better. And you have other guys in there that were also good. But they are representing drill music. So they are original. But at the same time, they didn't leave their tradition of having that Ashanti. They haven't had a video with those. Yeah. So I think they're trying to balance the hip hop with the Ashanti vibe.
But then I'm sure listening to so many artists and working with so many artists, you have your list of your top 5. I mean, for hip hop, top 5 means everything.
Oh yes.
And I had L here, sitting in the same position.
You're asking the same question?
List finish. The internet
went off.
The internet went off. I'm sure your top 5 no go set the internet ablaze.
Apart from you. It's the obvious,
Apart from you.
When it comes to top 5, I think I'll categorize it. I'll categorize it into talent and also commercial.
Okay.
When I say commercial, I mean like those who are into record labels and being promoted well.
Yeah.
Not that that's the reason why I'm saying they're the best, but like they are talented already, but they are actually working. They understand the business.
Yeah.
That's Sarkodie.
Okay.
Like number one.
Number one.
He's talented. He knows what the people want. Maybe Sarkodie have some punchlines, but he never wants to rap them because it feels like end tone. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think he understands the business. He's one of the person who has proven us. He understands the business. Most of the events I do, he's on it number one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to me personally, talking about bars, lyrics, I changed my mind like 3 days ago.
3 days ago?
Yes. I think I was in a barber shop. I was in an OT barber, one of the biggest sprinters barber shops, OT barber. I was listening to some of the guys as he was barbering me. I was like, this guy, I forgot about him. He's one of the greatest. But he's not great in terms of selling.
Okay.
But with lyrics.
Talent.
I tell you today, I know lyrics, I know bars and all that. I think one of the greatest rappers of hip life, I mean lines and bars, is T-Flow. Listen to him. Not commercially. He doesn't have that focus on trying to get commercial songs. But T-Flow is just 3 days ago, I changed my mind because when I listened to the song, I was like, wow, this guy is really rhyming. So I think that song with Sarkodie himself, the one he said, oh bad, isn't it something, oh bad. I'm like, listen to the lines.
Yeah.
He was really rapping system. It was so impeccable and the lines were really punch lines. play words and all that. I think he's the greatest. I haven't heard nobody, hands down.
T-Flow.
Yeah, T-Flow.
Number one.
The one that is close with lines a little bit, I think Amrado, when it comes to rap.
Okay.
He's close. Amrado is like, I do a little bit of that, little bit. But T-Flow is strictly punching.
Okay.
That guy can stand a battle and he will represent hip life, and Red Rockstone will be proud.
So number one, I have T-Flow. Number two, Amrado, right?
Yes.
Number three.
Hip life, right?
Hip life. Your top five.
Yeah. My top five. T-Flow is number one. Amrado.
Two.
The rest are actually just commercial rappers.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy, Strong Man, he doesn't have commercial songs that I really like.
Okay.
But I'll put him on number 4.
Okay.
He's got the lyrics.
He has the lyrics. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the things that Strong Man and Medical be fighting for number 4, because I don't know, sometimes Medical looks like it's better than Strong Man. Sometimes Strong Man, to me, that's me. When it comes to lyrics.
Okay.
But when it comes to commercial, Medical is one of the best.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the people that I know we are talking about lyrical wise here. But the reason why I separate Sarkodie is that he is more of a doctor. He knows when to get into that zone of lyrical vibe, and he knows when to get into the business of serving the people what they want.
So if we're to put if we're to push Sarkodie into the lyrical basket, right? Make we put them inside. Will he still maintain
put them inside?
We'll put them inside.
The thing is that
at number 1?
I believe that Sarkodie's focus is not about being lyrical. If he wants to be lyrical, he will.
Okay.
I feel like he's got something under his sleeves. But for what he has shown and born us, yes. I think lyrical wise, medical is better. Lyrical wise, what do you call it? Strong Man is better. Amrado is better. Lyrical wise, not respectfully wise. Respectfully wise, he's better than all of them because he has been through the test of time.
Yeah.
He's a champion, But being honest myself, lyrical wise, these people I'm talking, T-Flow is great. You know what I'm saying? Like Guru like this, he's not about punchlines. He's not focusing on that.
Yeah.
You see, these 2 top rappers are one of the richest in Ghana, like Guru and Sarkodie, because they are doing what the people want.
Yeah.
So when you say who's the best, it's 2 options.
Yeah.
Like who is selling, Sarkodie number 1. Who is writing, T-Flow number 1. That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Jay is up in the building, but Charlie, when I convo, I make it take this quick 10. Now, there was this, when I was preparing for this session, right? There was this interview I chanced upon, and I think it was on GH1, where we were on social media, and there was some flags going on, red flags going on, heat on social media where you dropped the song and people were feeling it. They were saying, Charlie, Boji, Charlie, top guy. And, the fan base started moving in, especially the SAC Nation. And you know how loud these people are. I mean, them move to me, I make them block my account self at some point. I know my people and how they move. And sometimes they can be annoying. But I have this theory that, Ghana music, as much as we are making good use of social media, the fan base and this, things that come with it, they're just going to, trash on our music at some point in time because, they move to artists unprovoked. Yeah. One artist, they drop song. The fact say another artist, they can't drop song. No, another fan base go move to them, then trash the whole thing.
Yeah.
I believe that some of the things that happen for social media is not cool. But then Sark also dropped the line in his championship mixtape of which sparked the controversy. Your good friend Kwao Kessie, you've been producing for Kwao.
Yeah.
Kwao moved to him on social media. Countless times. I was telling Kwao, say, Charlie, this thing, make no sleep on Amu.
Of course.
It's for the culture. Make you go in all way. Because Sark was like, before a baby game, no be a John. And I'm like, Charlie, I'll be the one person where I say, Charlie, this thing, this is damn wrong. You've been there. You were there. Like I said in my intro, the second generation of people that made it rap so cool. And this was before Sarkodie got into the business.
I thought he was Jesus. I thought Sarkodie was Jesus. He said everybody was John. Is that what
so okay, to you, how would you've heard it, right?
Yeah, I heard it, but I've been busy, so I can't take serious.
Okay, so to Boji, if you are to decode that line, line, does the John, it means say you people don't know what's up people that he came to meet in the business?
But me and you, we understand Pidgin.
Yeah.
Kobolo taught us all that thing. You understand? John means you don't know what's up. You know. So for me to explain this, he's trying to say that before he came to the system, nobody was really running it. Lord Kenya was running it.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie Rockstone was running it. Wait to see a plan, Ben.
Plan E.
He himself was digging it. You know what I'm saying? No, but it's no disrespect, but like nobody was a John before he came. They opened ways for him. He's actually acting like Peter.
Okay.
Were you Ama? Were you Ominyama? I see that Jones and he's a Peter. You see, the thing is, he actually served time and he has won so many years.
Okay.
We have to give it to him.
Okay.
You understand? But what he said is probably the culture of hip hop. It's thrown a challenge.
Yeah.
But what I said before was the reality. If they are John, then you are Peter. Because we use Ama, and I also we use. So, but when it gets to the other side, these are the lines that you do to provoke people, because that's what hip hop is about. Mm-hmm. When you drop a line, somebody got to drop it, and people will be like, "Hey, that's provocative." So for that, I think that's the reason. And I don't know how did Kwakesi go about it.
No, Kwa was moving mad. Kwa actually did a song. Yeah, I think Kwa dropped a song. If I beg you, he dropped one song with respect to that, but still, Charlie Boys, Sack Nation, you already know how they are. I mean,
he comes prepared. Sarkodie comes prepared. And everything I do that he's part of, I see that people are prepared. Even when it comes to events, I'm doing commercials for him. Everything is prepared. So if you want to go against him, I think I have the antidote. Yeah, you have to just be friends with him. Because you can't fight people like that down, because he's not just himself. This is Sack Nation. There are a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to take Sack Nation down, I can do it in the night, but I will not do it. Okay. Because I know what happened when I try to have beef with people like that, you know. And it's not necessary now. We're all growing, but I think it's hip hop, and we all have to just be a little bit competitive.
With respect to rap beef, you understand on it. Some believe that it's not healthy for our industry since we don't have, since we don't have the muscle to compete with international markets in the international market and all that. It's not even necessary for us to have energies, energies being thrown in that direction. But some also, Charlie, once you are in the music genre, just do what the genre says, because everybody needs to brag at a certain point in time.
Yes, that's what hip hop is.
What is your understanding on these?
That's it.
Do we need to do we need to tell people, our artists who are involved in any form of beef, that Charlie, forget about it? Or, because you've been in some before.
Oh yeah, I started hip hop with listening to battle music, smack DVDs and all that.
Yeah.
Nobody ever threw a punch over there, unless maybe the person took it personal. You know, everything we do about hip hop, we have two kinds of beef. For real, ether beef, like Nas beef was actually real.
For real. Yeah.
And Jay-Z could have taken it personal. And we have the kind of beef like let's just battle. So if you're gonna be real, it's gonna tell from your lyrics.
Okay.
So far, I don't think anybody in Ghana has gone that personal. You know, it's all a fun and game of we just taking the foundation of hip hop and just competing with ourselves.
Level.
Yeah. But the only thing is that when somebody is blazing the trail and he's the number one in the system, and you are trying to go against the person, they will tell you are looking for clout. You're chasing clout. But actually, everybody chase clout. Even MTN chase clout. Vodafone chase clout. You got to advertise yourself. So it's all about challenges and all that. And people who are big are actually afraid of challenges. So that is why we don't have too much of battles here, because they will not even respond to you in the first place. You understand? So you can have maybe someone trying to get at Amrado or Medical. He's not going to reply. So that doesn't make the game interesting. If it's going to be replied, that's when you're going to see people popping off and all that. And that makes the game more scary. So nobody wants to reply that.
For hip hop artists like yourself, you've seen one era where most rappers are now going into singing. I mean,
yes.
It started off. I mean, we said we figure say we joke. If you can after switch, then we say okay, no, yawa, bye bye. Nothing happened. Then he said
nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
That guy is still great. One of the greatest rappers.
Amazing guy, man. I swear that guy be super dope.
Very good.
Then I see now I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Medical they do as they sing small, then you go can't rap. You say, hey, brother, stay cool. Where are you going to? Now the latest song of Strongman, then he's everyday singing. I was like, what is really happening? I don't know if you've...
To be more emotional in life, it's about melodies.
Okay.
One of the greatest rappers in the world with melodies is Eminem.
Okay.
He do his own rap. He come doing your own verse.
Yeah.
But we were thinking that it was just rap. Most of the toughest rappers in the world, just try and think back. Mm-hmm. Jaru was singing. Mm-hmm. 50 Cent, many man. DMX.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. It's only Biggie Smalls and a couple of others that were still having singing chorus. You know, so singing is necessary. Singing resonates with your soul.
Okay.
So as these artists are growing, King Paluta is still, I don't think King Paluta is 20-something years.
No.
He's entered his 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Kenyatta, just watch them very well. Anyone that enters 30s become more soulful.
Okay.
It's not that they are running from rap. They want to attach something to rap, and these are the choruses. And eventually, they just tend to sing it and forget about rap. Rap is mostly about poetic action. Rap is all about having an energy of saying that you can do it.
Okay.
Rap is more of it started with police. Rap started with police and brutality in America. Yeah. So if you are in prison, the poems that they say when they were slaves and all that, that's what turned into rhymes and rap. So hip hop was more based on the bass drum and saying what you want to be.
Okay.
But that is different from you trying to sing to make a girl like you.
Okay.
But as we are growing and we get success, we want to sing. Mm-hmm. You know, I put into the candy shop. You know, so singing from rappers is actually a different vibe. And the more you grow, the more you get into singing. Mm-hmm. But those who still, because you can't be 45 and still be doing Soulja Boy. I don't think Soulja Boy himself is doing Soulja Boy. You know, that was rap. But Soulja Boy could be rapping now, but he's going to be saying things that are resonating with his age.
But Jay-Z is not singing.
But Jay-Z is not rapping like he used to. Mm-hmm. He's not rapping about cocaine. He's rapping about his businesses, how they've monopolized the market and how he's now taking franchises from companies to companies and he's putting it in his music. Mm-hmm. So that's how it is when it comes to Ghana. Okay. The sound of Ghana is high life. So when someone is growing, he's now getting closer to the palm wine vibe. Mm-hmm. It's getting closer to what is the people want.
Okay.
You get it. But we have, Kenyatta is still rapping.
Yeah.
King Paluta is only singing because he has now gotten himself. He has realized that he has melodies.
Yeah.
Just that he's not adding the rap to it. I'm sure he'll be coming out with some raps with his music too. Mm-hmm. But, you know, and also he has a team.
Yes.
That could tell him that singing. So singing is actually not a bad thing. Okay. But you should not sell out.
You don't have to.
You should not sell out to the
You
rap.
don't have to be singing for 3 or 4 songs.
You should not sell out.
3 or 4 songs, Charlie, we go question you.
That's too long.
No, we will go tension you at some dancing talk.
Oh yes.
But there is up in the building on the Loud Lounge. We're having this conversation. But like I said, I mean, some of the songs that you've churned out, I mean, produced, mixed and mastered. And me as a DJ, I can say that, Charlie, if you get a song where it's coming from Boje, forget it. And you know,
I appreciate that.
Some producers, when the song gets to your table, no, if you try to tweak your equalizers a little bit, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I'm not kidding. You for try to tweak your, because something will be off about it.
Yeah. So you have to adjust yourself as a DJ.
You have to adjust it. And I mean, I thank God for Serato these days, Charlie. It does all the work for most of the DJs. Else, Charlie. Like the young DJs that really will suffer.
You go blast the club then.
Oh no, you go disrupt plenty speakers for events. So, but for yourself, I'm sure you've been able to get some cool amount of money from our music collection agencies.
Yeah, most definitely.
They've paid you. They paid you enough, right? Because some are saying that, Charlie, that after years of working, Charlie, we're going to say 400. 400 CDs.
Maybe they're working with the wrong collection agencies.
Are you working with Gamro?
I'm working with SMRO.
That is South Africa, right?
Yes.
You're on Samro, not Gamro.
No, I'm not on Gamro, but I'm part of people working in Gamro. But I'm not supposed to let you know. What you see, Gamro, Ghana Music Rights Organization.
Yes.
They are just collecting all your things for you as a basic thing like in South Africa doing. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that we don't have a system here. So when they go check and they bring you 200 Ghana cedis, then you bought for the year. It's because you haven't registered.
Okay.
You understand? So they actually do it for the artists that haven't registered. When the money comes, then now the older artists will benefit it because it is not certified to anyone.
Okay.
But it comes in someone's name. But the person hasn't come for it. They can't let the money be there. We have Ben Brack, we have the big artists. You know, right now, Bessa Simons is the president for music.
Yeah.
You understand? What do you call it? Rex Omar. He was the interim chairman. I was talking about it, but now he is the real chairman of Gamro. You understand? All these people are playing the right thing. All they are saying is that come and register. And a card, we have levels of card. The bigger your money, the more savings you get. It's simple as that. You understand? But with me, the reason I'm on SMRO is I had a producer from South Africa that put things together for me. You understand? Okay. And I think it's perfect. You understand? But until then, I think we have to check our systems well and all that. With Bessa Simons, I think there's a great change in Ghana music.
You feel that there's a revolution coming? There's a revolution coming where artists will not be complaining about their revenue and all that.
Oh, there is. You have to just register. When you register, you're going to.
So as a
it's very important.
Very,
very important.
Borgie, have you registered?
Me?
Yes.
I'm everywhere. I've registered everywhere.
Okay.
It's very important. If you don't register and the time comes, you take one CD home. And the thing is that your song will
put on Facebook Live and insult them.
Your song will be going to someone's. The song's revenue and returns is going to go into somebody else's pocket.
Oh, okay.
So if you register, you're going to know what's going on, and also be going to some of the meetings.
Okay.
You know, it's like we're trying to create an academy for Ghana. How we have the Grammy Awards and all that. It's all about academy. So just be part of it. When there's something good coming, you're going to enjoy.
Well, Borgie is up in the building. We're having this wonderful conversation. Make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Street is definitely watching 247. But before we take leave of this session and head straight into the booth, because you guys are about to watch some fire things for the back there. Before getting into this industry, I'm not sure you had a conversation with yourself. You had some conversation, some me time to properly analyze it. I mean, listening to you, I felt it was all passion that, started this whole journey. But even with the passion, I'm sure you had in mind what you wanted to achieve being in this business. Have you achieved that?
Well, I've achieved a lot. The only part I haven't achieved is getting my rap to the world.
Okay.
And actually, I think I served it out with a lot of artists. Like, I exchanged that time. I think time is very important if you want to do something. But at the same time to time, you have to survive.
Okay.
So I made a whole lot of money on it, put it into other businesses, but I made a whole lot of money from other artists.
Okay.
Because I know the system and I know that if you're going to do Kwaku T, I don't know if you know him, he told me that, man, listen, these people, they don't understand English. Do the pidgin. He told me that. And I wasn't doing it. 2 years later, he told me again, I told you, play the beat that he want. Then I just changed my mind and money started flowing. Because he knew it. He's my senior, way senior. So it was like, just keep doing the rap, but make 80% of your target be the people first. Okay. And it worked out. So I think my blueprint has been successful.
Okay.
But with the rap music, we're still on the way. I have a new song out, 1 Man 1000.
Yeah, 1 Man 1000.
With the Sounds of Destiny featuring Bonya. And that's hip hop again. But it's got that, as you're saying, I'm still looking at the dream of just taking my music to the diaspora.
If somebody's watching us right now and that person has that inspiration from Borgie, Charlie, me, I want to enter the game. I want to play my own beat, then do my own rap. If I won't even do my own hook and things, I don't want anybody there 100%. I want to claim everything to myself. What would be the best advice? I mean, one simple sentence. What would be the best advice to that person?
I'll tell the person that when he's falling, he's going to fall alone. When he's winning, he's going to win with people. Akon once said, I think you've seen that video, like, I could sign you and give you 100,000 CDs, and I'm going to give you 10%. And when you start making millions of CDs, you're going to get 10%. But if you're going to use 100% on yourself, and your 1%, your 100% is just 2 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
You are owning your whole music, but you just have 2 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
But if I'm giving you 10%, you're getting 100,000, you are making it.
Yeah.
You see, it's all about ratio and fraction and all that. It's not about you owning the whole thing. Because you can actually own your own 100% of something later. When you are starting, you got to be humble and work with people. You can have your dream. I think you have the studio. It didn't just start like that. You had to work with some radio stations. You get some percentage, then you have your full percentage.
Some go rob yourself.
Yes. That's just the way it is. So that's what Akon was saying. And I think it makes so much sense. It's not about just, I'm an independent artist. Oh, you're going to be independent till you die. Because you have to work with people. Let them pull you down and all that. You're going to get somewhere. Then you come out with your own record label.
So sign that paper.
Oh yeah, you have to sign. No, but don't sign a paper that will take you away for like 5, 6, 7, 10 years. Just sign something that you can make something out. You can make your name out. That you can still keep your talent and come with something lucrative later.
So if I'm right, Boje is trying to say, Charlie, being independent, it comes with its own level of stress.
Yes.
And because I'm sure you've had other conversation about 2024, 2023. In fact, the 2020 era. Or be Charlie era where it's lucrative for artists to be independent. Yeah. I'm sure you've heard that.
Yeah, it's of course.
It's a conversation.
It's only nice when your streams are working.
Okay.
You can't be independent, because your streams are working. But if you don't have the following, being independent, what are you waiting for? If somebody can push money for you to be, because of 100% you want? No. At 20% can be $20 million. You understand? And your 100% could be two CDs, 2 or 2 Ghana CDs. You understand? So look at your level.
Yeah.
You can have an independent artist that's making it. That don't mean that you have to be an independent artist. If you think you can, try it. If it doesn't work, collaborate with people.
Boje, thanks a lot for joining us today on the Loud Lounge.
I appreciate that.
Wonderful conversation. Head straight into the comment section. We have the link posted there. 1Man1000. It's a new jam from Boje up in the building. And of course, make sure you follow up, like, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And most importantly, keep it real because the street is definitely watching.